I am Sam McGivern. I played with Falkirk from 1986 till 1993 when I left to join Ayr United. 6.5 seasons at Falkirk that I absolutely loved. To be fair, Adam, I think a lot of the fans who, and many of them have become friends, know how much I love the club, have done since the day I walked in the door and have done since the day I walked out the door. Probably closer to all you guys than ever I was in the past, and a lot of the fans as well. It's really hard to explain the connection, and it's really hard to explain how much, more so even in the last couple of seasons, where my wife is now connected with the club, and I'll get into more of that a bit later, but my connection and the love for the club is there, and it's dead hard to explain. Well, I've seen it all from, being in the League One right through the Championship, right into the Premier, and did I think it was possible? There was dark days, there was dark times, and I could never imagine us being where we are now and coming off that season there, which I really think that is as good as it's ever been in my lifetime. Even all the things that people still talk about with my engagement with the club and my time at the club and my partnership with Simon and things like that, I think last season surpasses all of that for me. The Scottish Cup wins, obviously, I wasn't about for. I've been here when we've been in Scottish Cup finals and things like that. I just think the brand, what John McGlynn and Paul Smith have put together for the fans to enjoy, has been absolutely amazing. I think it's going to be hard to surpass, and I hope we do. And I think there's a wee bit of change, obviously, for players moving on and players going back to their parent clubs and things like that. But I think that this is as good as I've seen, and is as good as I hope it gets better. I'm not sure whether it can. I would love it to, and I'm sure John and Paul have got ideas that we can still progress even more. But it's been amazing, and I didn't see it happening. And last year, some of the games and some of the football we played, I mean, listen, I know that our style, early 90s, was pretty good and the fans really enjoyed it, but I don't think it gets any better than what we've seen sometimes last season. Probably friendships and keeping them ever since, walking in the door the first day in November '86, meeting Roddy Manley and Big Jim Henderson for the first time, and who are now have been lifelong pals, really close pals, see them all the time. The dressing rooms are amazing places, for seeing things that make you the person you are in later life, but building special bonds with people, then having your relationships with all these players, these managers and coaches, but every bit as important, physios, folk in the offices, all the people at the clubs that having me, when I came back here to work, you then get more in the understanding of everything that happens behind the scenes and things like that. But I've always got on well, even when I was at Kilmarnock, with people who worked in the offices, the people who worked in the ground, the groundsmen, and all these people. I've always got on well with the kind of people who work tirelessly, like yourselves. So the dressing room is an amazing place. Football-wise, ups and downs, obviously, because it can't all be good. Just like it's not always been good with the guys that are here now and having to come through where we did in League One. But some really good times as well. I mean, winning the Championship was great because the Championship was a tough league with good teams, good players, and the fans turning out in their numbers were amazing. And they've always been brilliant, especially, I mean, the guys that used to travel away to away games, I mean, like it was in League One and in the Championship, they were filling their side of the ground and things like that. So, amazing things, Adam, and things that stick with me and will never leave me. But some good performances for the team and decent ones for a personal point of view as well. And they kind of things are what have made my relationship with the fans good as well. Well, they took to me straight away. Kind of had a good feeling about our fans when I was at Kilmarnock anyway, when we came to Brockville to play. And there was a wee bit of, I think, mutual respect, a bit of banter when you were taking corners because you were so close to people, and that was there straight away. I think the fans when I came realised that okay, he's never going to be the greatest player in the world maybe, but he's going to give us everything every game, and that's what I've done. I mean, my biggest fear when I played football was any game going to extra time, because I pretty much had nothing left, and I left everything out in the park. And you only had 2 subs back in the day, so you had, if you went to extra time in any game, you were going to have to play it because the chances are your 2 subs were used. So that was my pet hate, having to go to extra time sometimes, because I was spent, I was done, because I did give, and I think the fans totally respected that and totally appreciated my work rate. Okay, there was good times, good goals and things like that as well, but I think that was the first thing they realised, that this guy that's signed for Kilmarnock's going to give us his everything. It kind of takes the pressure off you, Adam, a wee bit, you know, and you're going to maybe get a wee bit more scope than others would maybe get to have the odd bad game, have the odd bad touch, miss the odd chance, as I did. But I think that, you know, the fans will appreciate the things that you do, that they enjoy and you're good at, but when you have an off day, you know, they know you're still battling, because that's the type of person you are, and that's the kind of fans we've got who like that sort of thing. So that's probably where it married up quite well. You know, they wanted people to give their all, and I was that type of player anyway. So that bond was built out of that, you know, kind of mutual respect. I liked them as fans because they liked me, and they appreciated me giving more in a game, and they probably knew I played for the badge. I definitely played for the badge. I think you always remember your first goal for a new club. So the day I signed for Billy Lamont, we played Celtic at Parkhead, got beat 4-2, and I started the game, didn't score. Kenny Ashwood scored the both of them, I think. And the following week we were playing at Brockville, first home game for me against Dundee United, and I scored against them that day. Me and Peter Henderson scored against me, we beat them 2-1. So you remember your first goal. And then memorable goals are always going to be probably against a big club and things like that. So scoring against Celtic at Parkhead to keep us in the league, help keep us in the league in the second last game of the season at the end of 86-87 was memorable. Wasn't a great goal, but it's memorable. The hat trick against Airdrie, the odd people still talk about that, and I still watch it.
Now McGivern, and there's no argument about that one. Falkirk go in front. Lose it play again, Williams, and it's McGivern again. That was a classic. Here's Tommy McQueen. Up goes McGivern. It's quite unbelievable. Sam McGivern's third, and each one better than the one before.
Damn right I do. And that probably kind of cemented everything for the rest of my career with Falkirk, that hat trick that day. Although the amount of goals I scored in the when we won the league that season, 1991, there were some good goals in there. No all captured. So we do see the kind of same ones a lot of the time. I mean, don't get me wrong, good goals against Airdrie, diving header against Ayr United in the live Sky game, because Stainrod's, I mean, outside his right peg, great cross. I knew where it was going. I knew where he was going to put it, and it was just great finish that day. Great game to be involved in. And I remember I don't know where it came from. A half volley into top corner against Wraith Rovers, and we beat them 7-1 when they were going strong. They had a really good side as well. So loads in there for the memory. A lot of them in the same season, to be fair, when we won the championship, but a few out of that as well. But when games are on telly and the goals are quite memorable, they're going to stick with the fans for your whole time. And luckily they're still getting played to this day, so all good. Probably needed replaced for the day that I arrived at it. Doing crazy things in the stand. I remember Davy Clark had punch balls set up for us for our training and things like that, and there was an old derelict building out in the old car park outside the stand as well, and we trained in there sometimes, just kicking the ball against the wall and headers against the wall and things like that. I can remember the smell of the place, honestly, to this day. The dressing room in the morning, going in to start training, and when Stainrod arrived, he had us doing things. Even though Lloydis came as a player, he had us doing things in the dressing room in the mornings before we went out to training, you know, keeping the ball up or in the full circle of the dressing room, and headers all the way around it, and you get absolutely slaughtered if it was you that made a mess of it. But right team building things, but Brockville was amazing, and when I used to go and play there with Kilmarnock, I didn't think it was a great pitch, but when I joined, things changed a lot, and the pitch was great for a good number of years. But favourite times under the lights, midweek, oh God almighty. Partick in the Scottish Cup, we beat them 4-3, under the lights, 11,000 at the game. Brilliant. I scored 2 and McWilliams scored 2. And what a game that was. But great memories of just the atmosphere. The atmosphere, you know, the crowd were on top of you. Don't get me wrong, I played there as well when things weren't going great. My early time at Falkirk when we get relegated for the Premier, and there weren't big massive crowds, and things were quite tough until Big Jeffries came. Well, in fact, things improved under Jim Duffy. Yeah, we were playing at a good brand of football. That was an enjoyable time. Good side. We should have won the league. We lost it. Kind of lost it in the last day, but it was kind of already away the week before when we were up at Forfar. But we had a good side, and they were capable of, I don't know how well they would have done in the Premier, because I mean the team we did go up with stayed in it for a few seasons, but that was a good side under Duffy as well, and I think the fans enjoyed that team as well. The Brockville fans really enjoyed that team. So great memories, and the buzz when you were winning games at home on a regular basis was brilliant. The fans getting right behind you, it was amazing. Recently, so it's always been there. I haven't been as back as much as in years gone by as I have in the last maybe 3 or 4 years, and now it's a lot of it's to do with how much Gail likes it. Because funnily, we were through one of the games last season, and I think it was the United, and we could beat 3-2 at home. It was a really good game, and we were travelling back home after it, and I don't know where it came from, but she says to me, you know, I wish sometimes, doing up coming to the games with you, that we were together and I seen you scoring for Falkirk at Old Brockville, or at that, obviously I didn't play at the new stadium, but I think she just had the buzz, and she's starting to learn what the game's about and all that, and obviously seeing my affiliation with all the fans and you guys and things like that. So that's given me an extra lift if it was needed. I did enjoy my 10 months that I came back to work at the club as well. It just wasn't, I couldn't have sustained the travelling. I know people realise that, and it's been well documented. And it was a tough time as well, you know. I didn't really know the job, and there was nobody here to really help me with that in the way I probably needed it. But I really enjoyed that, and getting to know you guys properly as well was dead important to me. But so Gail going to games now has making me feel even better about things, and my love affair with the fans and the club just continues, and my relationship with the directors and all that as well. And I mean, Gail's more welcome in the boardroom than I am. It's like, you know, I'm invited to the games and bring Gail along, and if she doesn't come, where's Gail? Why is she not here? So she's loving it, and she just wishes she'd seen some of it when I played, which is we're not going to get that back. But it just shows how the club and the fans and all that grips somebody that's new to it, as Gail is. So that's been amazing for me as well. They've always been a family club. You know, you've always felt welcome. When you walk in, you bring everybody in. You know, people are introducing everybody. You know, you're no left to stand on your own. It's not like that. So it's always kind of felt that way, and there's always been good people working at the club. Maybe apart from yourselves, right enough. But there's been really good people here, and as I said earlier on, you know, that goes right down to kit guys and all that, and how good have we got it with our kit man, who is a massive fan as well. You know what I mean? It's just so good. But that's the kind of club it is. To continue doing what they're doing, which is turning up in their numbers, buying season tickets, celebrating your club, keep welcoming the boys who are all part of the ultras who have added so much. I was sceptical about that when it started, and then I was one of the first advocates for an air drum, believe it or not. I think they add so much, so it's more of the same, you know, to continue this. I don't know what anybody's going to be talking about this club in 20, 30, 40 years time, you know, when we're 30, 40 years on for 150 years. But it's just more of the same.